Good morning, still morning. Ladies and gentlemen, I am really pleased to have you all here, and on behalf of Joint Secretariat and Managing Authority of Interreg Programme Italy-Croatia, I'm really glad that we have an opportunity to meet today, but also to present our results, first results of our first projects. Apart of that, we will have a chance also to speak today about the next steps, about the future of Interreg and our program. So I invite you to stay with us after the presentation also, and to hear a bit about that. And also, this is the chance for networking and for dissemination of your projects. So among colleagues and among other participants at this event, I hope you will find a chance to do that. At the beginning, I would like to invite Mr. Paolo Galletta, who is Italian Presidency of the Council of Ministers representative from Department for Cohesion Policy. Mr. Galletta will join us online, and I hope technicians are ready for that. So, Mr. Galletta, can you hear us?
Yes.
Welcome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sì.
Okay, welcome, and the floor is yours.
Ok. Colleghi dell'autorità di gestione, del segretariato del programma Italia-Croazia, rappresentanti dei progetti e partecipanti tutti. È un vero piacere per me aprire questo evento oggi a nome del Dipartimento per le politiche di coesione e per il Sud della Presidenza del Consiglio dei Ministri. Il programma Italia-Croazia ha un ruolo di primo piano nella cooperazione con un paese che rappresenta sicuramente un importante partner per l'Italia. Il focus di questo evento sarà sulla presentazione dei primi risultati dei progetti SMALL nel loro primo anno di attuazione. Si tratta di progetti di piccole dimensioni finanziarie e insieme, tra l'altro, con i nostri partner croati abbiamo lavorato per rafforzare nel 21-27 la connessione blu del nostro programma. Il contesto del salone nautico rappresenta, diciamo, uno scenario ideale, quindi per condividere con i principali attori del settore quanto si sta realizzando in questo periodo di programmazione. Ma dal mio punto di vista rappresenta anche un'occasione unica per promuovere la creazione di sinergie con altri progetti. Tutto ciò in un'ottica di capitalizzazione anche con altri programmi, in modo tale da lavorare sulla complementarietà, così come stiamo facendo da un po' di tempo. Quindi complementarietà con altri programmi, in modo da lavorare ed ampliare l'impatto dei risultati che si stanno realizzando sui territori. L'economia blu rappresenta una risorsa vitale per l'area adriatica, a cui il programma intende contribuire, promuovendo un approccio sostenibile e quindi, diciamo, un utilizzo migliore delle risorse marine. Nella sua comunicazione per un'economia blu sostenibile, la Commissione, diciamo, tra l'altro, ha ben presentato la necessità di lavorare al fine di mitigare gli effetti del cambiamento ambientale e quindi a promuovere un uso più sostenibile delle risorse, orientato ai principi della decarbonizzazione e quindi anche dell'economia circolare. Quest'ultima, ricordiamo infatti, è una priorità trasversale, diciamo, contenuta sul programma Italia-Croazia 21-27. Tra l'altro alla crescita blu è dedicato uno dei pilastri della strategia europea per la regione adriatico-ionica, a cui tra l'altro il programma Italia-Croazia contribuisce attivamente. Molti dei progetti infatti contribuiranno a cogliere le opportunità dell'economia blu a vari livelli, promuovendo da un lato l'innovazione digitale, puntando a rafforzare i servizi delle piccole e medie imprese nell'ambito dell'economia blu e circolare, promuovendo quindi servizi turistici innovativi, oltre che la fruibilità turistica dei porti. La connotazione blu si estende altresì ad azioni che riguardano l'adattamento ai cambiamenti climatici, ma anche alla prevenzione e gestione dei rischi, includendo progettualità che coinvolgono attori chiave, come ad esempio la protezione civile. Concludo quindi il mio breve saluto lasciando ora voce ai protagonisti di questa, diciamo, importante giornata, ai progetti stessi, augurando a tutti un proficuo lavoro per la giornata di lavoro che si prospetta. Ringrazio tutti e buon lavoro.
Grazie. Thank you, Mr. Galetta. I'm really pleased now to invite Mrs. Anna Flavia Zuccon on behalf of Interreg Italy-Croatia Managing Authority, who will also give a welcome speech.
Hello, good morning. Thank you, Renata, for this introduction. And also thank you to Mr. Galetta for his words, because they perfectly take a picture of our working session for today. So I would like just to add a few relevant elements for thinking on what are small projects. First of all, they are a novelty of this programming period, and they were foreseen by the EU regulation exactly for cross-border Interreg programs. So, also our program tried to put in practice what is the aim of the European Commission through this kind of projects. What is the aim? To enlarge the opportunities of the territorial cooperation to small beneficiaries, but not small only under the point of view of the financial budget to manage, but also small in the sense of lower community, small municipality, people-to-people project among cultural firms, cultural foundation that usually cannot apply a normal, a standard Interreg project because of the complexity of the rules, the large part of partnership that has to be managed. Why? Because territorial cooperation is a pillar of the European cohesion policy. I mean that union can be built from the people, from the citizen, from the small municipalities, the local capacity to work together. So, the small projects are the best way for the European Commission and also for us to put together around the same table the people, the citizens, the small entities that can build the Union, the European Union, from the bottom, not from the government, from the big partnership among the states. Of course, they made the strategies, but the European cohesion policy is built really on the citizen, on the people. And we are confident that this kind of project can help these really pillar of the European cohesion policy. So, thanks to you for your proposals. Thanks for your efforts that we want to know today, and we will judge your efforts. I'm joking, of course. You are here exactly because you proposed best practices. We put specific requirements in the call, so you are the winner and you are our best proposal. So, thanks for being with us here. And Renata, now the floor is exactly to the actors of small projects.
Thank you to Mrs. Anna Flavia Zuccon. It was really great introduction from both, from Mr. Galletta and from Mrs. Flavia Zuccon. And now we are coming to the central part of this event, actually, to presentation of our small-scale projects. As Mr. Galletta also said, this is just small in a financial size, but not in an impact meaning. So we will start actually with our first group of projects with the topic of sustainability and accessibility in tourism and cultural heritage. And I would like to invite our first 5 projects to join us here, to take the seats. I have to say the first project will join us online. I think that Mr. Maurizio Uliana will be ready at the end of this session to present Adriatic Portland, so we will just change a bit the order of the presentation. So the first group, welcome here. Yeah, the whole group, please. Yeah. So we have Adriatic Portland Online, we have Create, we have Ethnic, Omnis, and DigitSmart projects. Yeah, so we are here and we can start with the first one, actually with the Create project. And I'm pleased to welcome Mrs. Giulia Mercury, who will be presenting an innovative project that introduces artificial intelligence in the tourism sector. Sounds very interesting. And Mrs. Mercury, please share insights from Create project. So,
good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, you can take the. Yeah.
Hi, good morning to everyone. Just a precision is not with the intelligence artificial, but accessible and inclusive tourism topic. So we can start. I'll show you Create project. Create is the acronym of co-creating recipes for accessible and inclusive tourism. The project specific objective is enhancing the role of culture and sustainable tourism in economic development, social inclusion, and social innovation. Just some information about the project. It lasts 18 months. Started last July and will end this December of this year. And it's composed by, our teamwork is composed by 4 partners. Cosmarche Ollus Social Cooperative is the lead partner. Municipality of Fermo, that's a small town in the Marche region, and another no-profit organization, Sedra, from the Croatian side, and the small city of Trogir in Croatia. Create aims at co-creating touristic experiences and itineraries based on accessible and inclusive tourism in both cities, in Fermo and Trogir, contributing to the diversification of the touristic offer intends to bring together tourism operators, tourists with special needs and local communities all together in a co-design process. It's the main challenge, I think, that our project is bring together at the same table two sectors, that of touristic one and that the social one. And at the end of this process of co-creation, we proceed to implement 8 accessible inclusive receipts, I mean 8 micro-projects, to integrate this touristic offer to the 4 sites selected. And is important because this micro-project have to add content and service leading to a real strategy for a wider diffusion of accessible and inclusive tourism. Our activities that we carry out are so much because it's a small project, but lots of things to do. And until now, we can say that we reach 38 stakeholders, and it's so beautiful to see that because all together, social operators, manager of hotels, tour operators, and also social sector at the same time, at the same table, contribute to implement and show 8 micro-projects. They are the results of training session that brings principle and transfer knowledge about accessible and inclusive tourism. And the second process, training session about eco-creation process that to all together in a collaborative and participative way arrive at the creation of 4 recipes in Fermo side and also in Trogir site. For us, highlights of this project is a social enterprise as lead partner because it's a value of resource, and we try to experiment also the use alternative of augmentative alternative communication on a survey test just to test and investigate stakeholder satisfaction about the tourism seminaries. So this is a very innovative technique. And the second value highlight of our project is the receipts that we create and that we will pilot next season. Specific from the Fermo side, I speak about the territorial educational service for assistance and support to tourists with fragility. That's the example of this collaboration between 2 different parts, the social and the touristic one. And that's so innovative for the social content. Also Trogir, we implement the receipts in Croatia, and we can say that they focus on more technical parts. So we are ready to promote next activities, the experimentation of the 8 micro-projects during the summer season, a strategy for the promotion of these receipts inspired by accessible and inclusive tourism, and communication of these activities, because we think that the best things for this project is to promote the real change of that behavioral barriers. Thank you, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Giulia. Thank you. Yeah, you can stay here with us. We have a Create project presented, and I have to say that I learned that artificial intelligence is not AI always. It can be also accessible and inclusive, and I prefer that. Yeah, I think that now we can connect to Adriatic Portland project because Mr. Maurizio Uliana is with us online, and he will present Adriatic Portland project. So, Mr. Uliana, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear it.
Okay, welcome.
Hello,
so
everybody. You can hear me?
Yes.
Hello, okay.
You can present your project. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Allora, Hello, everybody. I'm Maurizio Uliana. I'm president of the Association TVB, partner of the Adriatic Portland Project. Together, the House of Battana and Rovigno, Municipality of Moscenica Draga, Municipality of Cesenatico. We are from Battaglia Terme. We are an association, traditional Venetian boats. The project, the name of the project is Adriatic Traditional Navigation and Shipbuilding as a Portland between mainland and the sea, and as a key synergy factor for innovative touristic service and routes. Mean Adriatic Portland. The project is original due to its focus on both coastal and river navigation, the valorization of traditional river navigation, and the reopening the ancient routes connecting the sea and the hinterland can contribute to the protection of the territories from the hydrologic hazard and to the creation of new tourist service, resulting also in a mean of social inclusion. The project involves showcasing best practice, exchange laboratories, cultural events, and the creation of a joint strategy and coordination scheme. The total budget is about 250,000 euro. The project started in last year, and will finish within the December of this year. Aim the project. And the project, the Adriatic Portland project aims to developing a structural integration plan between the coastal tourist offer and the hinterland river one. The Exchange Lab is envisioned as a meeting of heritage and tourism stakeholders, learning from each other and jointly shaping ideas for a more sustainable tourism. Activities carried out. Allora, last week, we organized Exchange Lab, cultural event, traditional boat sailing and rowing meeting in Battaglia Terme. But unfortunately, only Exchange Lab was realized because of the flood. The weather changed the program, reduced the program because the effects of the flood in the area. Now, today, we have the same problem. Unfortunately, this is a problem that can modify the program of the Adriatic Portland, because if the flood in the area, because the flood in the area forbid the navigation, so is a problem, not for development of the project. But anyway, we want to go away however. Highlights of the project. Exchange Lab, that is envisioned as a meeting of heritage and tourism stakeholders learning from each other and jointly shaping ideas for a more sustainable tourism. And second, design thinking workshop, which is a methodology for creating successful solutions by analyzing people's experience, that the possibilities offered by technology, business objects, and so on. Next activities, we are going to next activities, for example, next week in Rovigno with exchange labs, cultural events, traditional boat sailing, Vela al Terzo, and rowing meeting. And the following summer period, in the following, in the summer period, we will organize a meeting, the same meeting in Moscenica Draga in Cesenatico with the partner. So every information you can, more information, you can contact us by email traditional Venetian boats at gmail.com, or you can visit the site project, the official site project on the platform, the website Italy-Croatia Web Adriatic Portland, the section. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Mr. Uliano, for joining us. Now let's move to our next speaker. I'm delighted to introduce Mrs. Maria Celeste Clarenbeau, I hope I pronounced it correctly, who will present the ethnic project. This project emphasizes the importance of local involvement in creating sustainable and culturally rich tourism experience, isn't it? Okay, so please, the floor is yours.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, I'm Maria Celeste, but in Italy, Celeste. Okay. So, this project is ethnic project, our cooperation project focused on eco-cultural tourism in the Adriatic region. So this project is part of course, of the objective of the program 4.1. Thank you. Okay, so let's go to see what it's about. This project is a small project, which is we have a duration of 16 months. We started at the beginning of July of last year, and we are going to finish at the end of this year. And our partnership is led by the Mountain Union Montefeltro, and is confirmed also for the Italian partner of the social cooperative Atlantide, and for the Croatian part, for the municipality of Dugopolje Development Agency, and for the tourist board of Ravni Kotari. So the project is aimed to enhance the small communities located in the inland of all the Adriatic coast of the Italy and Croatia. And the focus is to start from their knowledge of the territory, so to focus on this reach that they have from their territory, and to develop new tourism destinations based on eco-cultural and tourism approach, of course with the social inclusion, and underline the small mobility and the use of smart village technology. So this project basically reinforces not only the knowledge of their territories, but also the knowledge that the other European funded programs develop, for example, as another Interreg and also Erasmus project. So based on this, the first activity that we developed was a capitalization of all this material that we considered were useful for our project. So based on that, we developed and designed an inland baseline model for our project, which was not only developed, but also validated for our partners. And they, after that, use all this material in their territories. So for one hand, we have this model as a template, and the other, we have the implementation of these templates and methodology in their territories. So one of the highlights, in my opinion, is in fact this part, that we have this model, but which was developed in all this territory from each partner. For example, in the territory of the Montefeltro, this was implementing for 12 municipalities of the Montefeltro area, which we think that is so important, but also in 7 municipalities of the Ravni Kotari, of course, the municipality of the Dugopolje, and 6 municipalities from the all the Romagna area that cover the social cooperative Atlantide. So, the other activity is that based on this, we also, based on this knowledge, we want to work with a planning process in their territories, but to start for this, we develop a territorial mapping of the stakeholders, because we think that it's so important to know the relevant actors that actually work in all the ecocultural area. So we develop all this mapping in the territory, and we start to work with the stakeholders based on that. So this is part of the a step before to start to work with all the planning activities. And also as a result of all this process, we also develop a joint analysis about the ecocultural tourism in all the inland communities in the Adriatic region, because this was a so important activity because we could realize the difference and the similarities of all these inland territories across the cross-border area. So based on this is another of the highlights of the project, because this could give us an extra knowledge about the territory. So based on this, we also made a capitalization adjustment of the training materials of this European funded project that I mentioned before. So based on that, we started to reinforce the capacity of all the partners in order to work with their stakeholders in the territories. And for this, not only we use all this content that we capitalized, but also we elaborate another new training contents. And this was a cross-border online training that we developed with all the partners. So this was the third one highlights of our project till this point. So this knowledge, we think that it's so important because we could make a common point of view regarding these technical contents issues, and in order to guarantee that all the actions in the territory are going to be in the same point of view. So the next activity is based on all this work done. We are going to develop the participatory planning process that each project partner are going to carry out. So based on this, they developed the territorial community monitoring and learning on ecocultural tourism. And this is the kind of process that they are going to do in order to identify their tourism point of interest, services, and design a cross-border and digital maps in ecocultural tourism. So this is a process that they are going to do in their territories from this in this third semester. So as a result of this, we will have a cross-border and territorial ecotourism products, circuits, and prototype packages. So this is the base, like for our design of the cross-border and territorial digital marketing strategy and plans. So the base is that behind the local territorial work that each partner is working on that, we are going to not lose the cross-border point of view of the cross-border cooperation area. So this is all. Thank you very much. And we invite you to visit our social media and project website and to put a like, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Maria Celeste. Okay, it was really interesting that your insights, especially the capitalization part. I think that you know that we appreciate this very, very much. Yeah, thank you. Now let's move to our next presenter. It's Cristina De Stefani from our Omnis project. And I think that I have some introduction to Omnis project, but I will allow you to give an introduction and explanation of your activities, okay?
Hi, good morning. I'm Cristina from Risposte Turismo. Risposte Turismo is one of the 3 project partners of Omnis, together with the Mountain Union of Catria and Nerone, located in Marche region, and the Shuttle Travel Agency, located in Split, Croatia. So Omnis is obviously part of 4.1 specific objective, and its main aim is to foster sustainable and inclusive tourism in both coastal and inner areas of Italy and Croatia, especially in the two project areas being the province of Pesaro Urbino in Italy and Split Dalmatia County. By now, we are currently closing work package 1. So these are the highlights of our project. We are almost done with all the activities, and they will end by the end of the second period, while work package 2 will be completely realized in the first and last period of the project. But what we concretely realized in these first 12 months, so first of all, we needed to understand better what we were going to do and our targets, because inclusivity and sustainability in this project is meant for two particular target travelers, being visually impaired travelers and blind travelers, eventually traveling with their guide dogs, and travelers traveling with their guide dogs. And for this reason, we started with some research to know better the targets, to understand what they need to do while they are traveling, their preferences, what they enjoy to do. And this first research you can see here was meant to find the 10 themes for the travel experiences we are going to realize now. And while the second research was more working tool for the project partners, being a sort of database of stakeholders, both stakeholders that are already into the theme, so that already work with these two particular targets, and the stakeholders that are important for the 10 travel trends we found out in the first research. To validate these 10 themes, we realized the focus groups, and they were both realized in Croatia and in Italy. So there were some funny activities, I would say, such as a blind dinner. And then we discussed with those travelers, being visually impaired or travelers with dogs. We discussed with them the themes, and we decided to work on 5 themes of the 10 we previously identified. Then we were aware that students and stakeholders are very important for our project, since we need them to create the travel experiences. And we started immediately creating some dissemination meetings with some presentations in universities, but also some little events as the one we did in the kickoff meetings with stakeholders that already work with our travel targets, and obviously also in some European public events. This is more what we concretely realized after understanding our targets, and here you can see the 2 main activities. So the training sessions, because we need stakeholders that are trained and prepared to welcome those travelers with their particular needs. And we realized these trainings that are 2 small videos with some suggestions about how to welcome the travelers, how to realize the best travel experience possible. And then we realized the first exchange visit in Split, Croatia. It was an opportunity for our travel targets to make some different experiences. So there were 8 different experiences, from tastings to dinners to enjoying the nature with a specialized guide for these targets. And so the next activities, we are going to close the activities of work package 1. And here you can see a QR code if you are stakeholders that already works with these targets, or you have some suggestions on what those targets can do in the 2 project areas. Please scan the QR code. and share your experience, your suggestion. And then the work package will be closed at the end of June, because we are going to realize the second exchange visit in Cagli, Marche region. And obviously, as already said, we are going to realize all the activities of Work Package 2, which are activities to spread the word about what we previously realized. And to go briefly, they will include a responsive website outside the official one, where distribution kit will be made available. So digital and analogical materials to be recognized as part of the Omnis community, so people or stakeholders, students that are committed to create better experiences for our targets. Obviously, we are going to make a lot of dissemination activities, as the Adriatic Sea Forum, an event that will be held at the end of October in Ravenna, and also many different interviews to stakeholders and publication on official newspapers and scientific journals. And here, I don't know if you can scan it, there's a problem with the slides, but if you go to our website, you can do it. It is a quick test to understand what people already know about these two targets. So visually impaired travelers and travelers with dogs. And to conclude, I just want to say that for all the partners, this is a whole new journey. We are all into tourism because we work every day with tourism, but including accessibility and sustainability in what we do every day is very different from creating something specifically thought for people that need accessibility, for whom accessibility is not an added value, but something they really need to enjoy their travels. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Christina. It was very inspiring, accessible and inclusive, always, and also young people involved, which is also very great. Now let's move on the new project, which is our last, actually, DigitSmart project, but last in the first group. So I would invite Mrs. Alessandra Folli to present DigitSmart project. The floor is yours.
Always problems with technology. The project DigiSmart is dealing with smart digitalization in not only in the public service sector, but mostly, as the lead partner is city of Castella from Croatia. The other partner are from Italy, Romagna Tech, which I represent, and Fondazione Giuseppe Di Vagno. This project matches very well what you said at the beginning, as it involves small communities, small municipalities, and little small foundations, which, thanks to this project, had the possibility to implement and to enter the European dimension with small starting activities. The project DigitSmart, the name tells you something. We are working on digitalization of archive material of two main sectors: technical materials, cadastral material, and building permits by municipalities, and on the other side, cultural documentation, cultural documents, and in the specific for Fondazione Di Vagno about historical photos. And so the aim of the project is to exchange practices and also to design and implement small pilot actions addressed to the digitalization of these documents. Romagna Tech covers the role in this project of providing inputs, technical inputs, as we are a research laboratory working in the fields of digitalization, so providing assistance and suggestions on a general basis for general purposes, and then also with some the case studies presented by the other two partners. The aim is to create guidelines and also small demo actions related to this sector. We started with focus groups, local focus groups, highlighting the needs and suggestions for the two types of documents to be digitalized. Then we had two study visits. The last one was in Cesena some weeks ago, and we had the participation of community of municipality of Cesena that presented their project for the digitalization of the cadastral documents, and the Malatestiana Library, which has a very huge project on digitalization of the historical manuscripts. So it was very interesting to share ideas and also problems. Financial resources is the more critical one to address this issue. In progress are the guidelines and the demo digital platform, as well as the two pilots. So the next activities will be obviously the finalization of what is in progress, and then the testing activity, and at the end of the project we foresee a plan for training to local stakeholders to share and distribute knowledge about the project and the theme of digitalization, where artificial intelligence will also have a very strong role in the near future. So, thanks.
Thank you, Alessandra. So now actually we presented the first 5 projects, but stay with us still, please, because we are still within this topic. And now I would like to invite colleagues from Veneto region, who we recognized as a best practice example. And I will invite Mrs. Caterina Parlante to present the Department for Tourism and the best practice example projects and activities. Thank you.
Good morning to everybody. I don't have presentations, but I will do a very short speech, I think. I would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Caterina Parlante, and I work for Veneto region. Specifically in the unit dealing with European projects with my director over there, Ms. Nadia Giaretta. Our task today is give some experiences, a sort of feedback of our lesson learned, or maybe what we have done till now in accessible tourism at regional level. But first, I would like to start with a framework, an international framework from the Manila Declaration. It was in 1980, And during the World Conference of Tourism Organization, countries adopted this, I think, very first declaration about the accessible tourism. In fact, Article 4 says that delegations agree the right to access to holidays and to freedom of travel and tourism, and for society the duty of providing for its citizens the best practical, effective and non-discriminatory access to this type of activity. So we have here some keywords about accessibility. The right to access to holidays and spare time, of course, the duty of providing, and the non-discriminatory approach. After Manila, several indications, prescriptions have followed by United States or European Commission with strategies on disability, recommendation by WTO, for example, on accessible tourism for all in 2013, or accessible information in tourism in 2016. So we have a rich heritage of information and suggestions. And also Veneto region has done its part, because on this basis, in 2013, the region adopted the new regional law on tourism, development of sustainable and accessible tourism. And the Article 33 is named Interventions in Accessible Tourism. What we are saying in this regional law, referring to United Nations Convention of Rights of Persons with Disabilities of 2006, the article states that the region ensures that people with reduced mobility, sensory and intellectual disabilities can enjoy the tourist offer in a complete way and independently, receiving services at the same conditions with other guests without extra price. The region promotes an effective collaboration with public bodies, associations of disabled people and organizations of social tourism. It is considered to be discriminatory to prevent people with disabilities, sensory and intellectual, to enjoy in a complete and autonomous way the tourist offer for reasons connected or related to their disability. So I think it's a milestone in the regulation at regional level. But from the theory, we have to jump into the practice, of course, and what we have done till now. First step, taking advantage from internal resources, and it means at national level, because we got the chance of a grant from the Ministry for Tourism in 2016. There were some projects funded by national resources, the development of social and inclusive tourism. And here we involved the coastal area, some intervention, for example, screening of accessible accommodation, sustainable mobility, communication, equipment for the accessible beaches, for example, in partnership with our local health organizations, which are responsible for the medical service during the summer season. Second step, the cooperation level, and this is very important because we were partners of two Italy-Croatia projects. The first one was the standard tourism for all, and the second one, strategic take it slow. And the results were very, very important, and we are proud of our deliverables, so-called deliverables. For example, we bought equipment to improve accessibility in 8 beaches along the coastal area of Veneto. we produced 4 tutorials for tourism operators. Every tutorial is focusing one disability. We realized 3D models. I will show you the poster of Venetian villas or cultural sites, yes, and also tactile maps located also in Venetian villas or historical sites, cultural sites, yes, for a better exploration for blind people, for example. And then I heard the colleague speaking about the augmentative and alternative communications. Yes, we produced in total 20 guides with Tourism for All and Take His Law, and this is for cognitive disability, yes, explaining the sites in a very simple way with pictures, a brief text, and pictograms, yes. And then we also realized a chapter, Culture of Accessibility in Veneto, focusing the way to better welcome people with disability, welcome for all. First step, now still ongoing, we are capitalizing the previous results, of course, of the Italy-Croatia, and funded by regional resources with funds of tourism. We are continuing on sensibilizing the wide public, seminars on disabilities held in Cortina d'Ampezzo in the view of the Paralympic Games in 2026. We are producing further 14 guides, so we have a total of 34 yes, guides for the Veneto area. And then we are gathering information to set up a catalog of accessible cultural experiences in Veneto, printed and also online. And we are doing sensibilization of the topic, of course. And this is a very important happening in order to disseminate what we did with the cooperation. So, last but not least, we are also exploiting the structural funds of ROP, and last year opened the call to regenerate the accommodation facilities supporting a greater accessibility. So, just a few drops in an ocean, but we are doing our best. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, Caterina. It was very inspiring, really, and yeah, we wish you successful implementation of all your projects. Now we are moving to our next panel, and I will invite new panels. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for your contribution. And this second panel is titled Environment and Circular Economy. And I would invite next four panelists, but we will present 5 projects. Okay, so please take your seats here. Yes, please. Yes. Please. There is enough space for all. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pleased, firstly, to introduce our first presenter, Mrs. Tea Kuzmicic-Rosandic, who will present the first project in this panel, which is ML-free project, dealing with marine and youth participation. Marine litter, yeah? Okay, Mrs. Kuzmicic-Rosandic, or Tea, please take the floor.
Thank you. Okay, hi everyone. This is the first small-scale project which I will present today. ML-free project, or a full name, Marine Litter-Free Adriatic Sea Education for Active Youth Participation. Okay. Project-specific object. I think that I don't know where is one slide, but no, it's not. Okay. The project-specific objective is increase the knowledge, skills, and active participation of the youth of the two cross-border high schools in the fight against marine litter pollution, and also strengthen the capacities and networking of educational institutions and organizations in the coastal area of Adriatic Sea. This project is related to the high school students, and you can see that the start date is 1st of August, so the duration of this project is 70 months. We have, as lead partner is Association Sunce, and we have two project partners. First one is Marco Polo Liceo Artistico High School from Venice, and the second one is high school from Split, that is School of Economics and Administration. So I don't know what is going on with this slide, but it's never mind. I will. I know what I need to say. So we have in this project we have two work packages. First work package, we already started with both these work packages, and for now. I think that maybe on the other slide, yes, okay. We start with this project with the kick-off meeting here in Venice. In first work package, we have activity 1.1, cross-border exchange of knowledge and experience, and the idea of this activity is to involve our students from both schools. We did the questionnaire, and after we obtained this questionnaire among the students, we did report. This is some kind results of that questionnaire about environmental awareness among our students. This was the start point for designing the educational program. So also together with our partners, with the professors, we did this cross-border exchange of knowledge and experience. This is supposed to be online workshop, but we realized that we have a time on our kickoff meeting, so we did it live. We have one of the activity of this project is developed of joint participative cross-border educational program. So together with our professors and our partners, we did and developed joint participative cross-border educational program. We started this implementation of this cross-border educational program with online introductory workshop with students. In total we have 20 students, 10 students from Italy, 10 students from Croatia, and we started implementation. This was a second workshop that was a field workshop. Every school had to do monitoring of marine litter in their areas. So this was a workshop from the high school from Italy, and this was this field trip and monitoring of marine litter in Split. And then the highlights, I put that highlights of the project was the last week. We did first study trip. So Italian students came to Split, and we have lots of activities. 5 days of study trip. We learned about not only about marine litter, microplastic, but also about sustainability, biodiversity, and different ecosystems. For the next activities, we need to finalize our educational program. So we will have in November, I think, we will have next study trip, also communication campaign with students. And we started with organizing our final conference, and this conference will be in Split in November. I also put one more thing that is capitalization. So I put this standard project. We started with this fish no waste project because I put it here because it's related also marine litter, and also it has a focus on waste reduction and management in fishing ports and of the Adriatic Sea to promote sustainable fisheries, but also related to marine litter.
Great, thank you, Thea. So yeah, we will hear you again. But actually, we got 3 projects with you. 3 yes. projects, yeah. Okay, so let's move further. We have a Monica project to be presented here by Mr. Davide Destro and Mrs. Marta Tossinasso, but I'm not sure if I'm correct. Okay, yeah, I'm correct. Okay, so yeah, you can join me here and share the microphones. Yeah.
Hello everyone, we are Davide and Marta on behalf of Eduforma Ltd. Eduforma is the project partner of Monica project, led by the University of RIT Croatia, based in Dubrovnik. So, we're good, sorry. The acronym Monica stands for air quality monitoring across Adriatic, and with this project we aim to tackle air quality and monitoring pollution. No, it's fine, sorry, you can go back, I'm sorry. Yeah, as every other project, we also started at the beginning of July of last year, and we will end our activities in the end of this year. With Monica project, we aim to tackle this air quality and monitoring pollutant under the specific objectives 2.2, which is the protection of nature and biodiversity. So by doing that, the partnership has set up an innovative, cutting-edge and smart technology, combining a set of a solar glider and 2 drones. 2 drones. Sorry?
Providing a cost-efficient and mobile solution.
A mobile solution, yes. I'm sorry, I'm losing it.
It's okay. It's okay. No problem. We started by designing a framework in order to collaborate policymakers and for awareness-raising actions. And so far, we carried out activities related to the concept formulation and validation of this technology, the development of an innovative air monitoring solution incorporating this glider, solar glider, and some drones. Conducted these tests in order to figure out if the technology was working, and establishing a minimum of energy capacity payload requirements and field test the technology on both Italy and Croatia. Finally, we have some highlights of the project.
Yes, because the final aim is to provide more and more information that we gathered by the solution we are implementing to final decision maker in order to enable them to conduct and design more and more health policy for the general public to benefit, but not only. The benefit is also for an infrastructure point of view, as well as a socio-economic and so on. Here you have pictures of the 5th project meeting that took place in our headquarters, in the Eduforma headquarters in Padua last week, where we successfully conducted the 2nd pilot testing of the technology with the drone and the sensors. I'm saying successfully because it confirmed the validity of our tool.
And this is just the next step that will take to the forward activities, as we are foreseeing in September to organize a youth exchange visit composed of 10 students from both Italy and Croatia STEM universities that will compete in an hackathon in order to dig in with the new technology, understand it better. Moreover, we're going to organize some thematic meeting with key stakeholders, and since we're here, why not be our guests, take part to this meeting with us. And finally, since the beginning of the project, but lastly, in this last period, we will dig in and delve into awareness-raising activities made of social media campaign, but not only. And I think that's it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Davide. Thank you, Marta. It was nice to hear your plans. It's a small project, really just 2 partners, but with a huge impact, I hope. Our next presenter is again Thea. So Mrs. Thea Kuzmicic-Rosandic, she will now present Efficient 2K project, okay?
Hi, it's me again. Okay, this is not my project, so I'm not project manager in this project, but I try to present, and I will do my best for present this Efficient 2K project. So this is a project related to strengthening institutional collaboration on surveillance and enforcement in coastal and marine Natura 2000 sites. So, okay, the lead partner in this project is also Association Sunce, and we have only one partner in this project, and that is Municipality Ugento from Italy. Duration is also 17 months, and overall objective of this project is to increase the level of understanding of common challenges in achieving efficient surveillance and enforcement in coastal marine Natura 2000 sites, and to improve capacities and collaboration into the implementation of solutions for improving surveillance and enforcement of coastal and marine 2000 sites. Okay, why this Efficient 2K? So we know that protected areas are essential for preserving nature and biodiversity, and also we know that we have so much issues on that field, and we have different, in this 2000 sites we have different species, and that is habitats of many species, so that is different, very important habitats. So the primary challenge of this remains enhancing the effectiveness of on-site management and enforcement, particularly in controlling daily human activities that impact these areas' values. So we know that these human activities are tourism and fishing, so that is the core of this project, these 2 activities. And also we know that it's very important to have collaboration not only with the stakeholders, so among stakeholders and decision policy makers. This project is also divided into work packages. First work package is situation analysis and stakeholders engagement. This work package has the objective to increase the level of understanding of common challenges in achieving efficient surveillance and enforcement in coastal and marine Natura 2000 sites. And the work package 2 is implementation of these solutions and this analysis. For now, we did the kickoff meeting as the start point of this project, and after that we did analysis of pressure, regulations, competent authorities, and their capacities with our stakeholders. After that, we started with the developing solution with the key stakeholders. So we had the first joint cross-border workshop in Split in March, and we have 22 participants from 19 institutions. That was some online and in live workshop. Then we have local workshop. For now, we planned four workshop, and we did this local workshop we did capacity building training in Split. Future activities, now we start to preparing joint action with our public institution, Natura 2000 sites during July and August to inform nautical tourists on the importance of Posidonia and pressure of entering nature protection, and also not only stakeholders, not only tourists, but also inspectorate. And also we have a final conference at the end of the project. I also put this Biopress Adria, that is an Interreg standard project, because it is related with the same topic. That's it. 4 projects. No. We have also Envera project. That is also educational, small scale.
No. I meant just to say that it is why you are one of our most active beneficiaries, you know, because you're really in this priority, you are really very, very engaged. And thank you for that. So thank you, Thea. We have now the next presenter and next project. It is Enable project. And I invite Mr. Domagoj Vidakovic to present it. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Domagoj Vidakovic from EU Center Adriatic from Porridge. This is one of our 2 projects here. Our second partner will present the other one, but what is Enable project is one of a small-scale project, and before I start, I'll say this is really a good solution, having small scale to start, and I recommended in Šibenik when they were talking about future, maybe to try this on Adrian or transnational. So, but let's stay where we are. So this is innovating public institutions as enablers of the ecological transition. It's 5.1, good governance, small-scale project. As you see, it lasted from 1st of September of 2023 till the end of the December 24. Total budget is about 250,000 euros. Lead partner is Centro di Assistenza Tecnica Conformazione Rimini, Municipality of Motovun, EU Center Adriatic, and Comune di Montebello. Aim of the project is to develop an approach able to fill the gap between cutting-edge research in the field of sustainable development and local authorities, mainly for digitalization and digital services. The activities that we carried out so far. There are 2 work packages. First work package is developing action plan to overcome administrative cross-border to obstacles to sustainable development. 2 activities have been done there, or one is actually even published, a state-of-the-art analysis report. It's available on our website and on Facebook. And then in-depth investigation of digital public services quality and municipal level. And what we started in a second one is capacity building and joint collaboration for sustainable innovation. We had sustainability and tech labs for small. We had 1, we will have 2 more. Next activities, which are left, obviously action plan from work package 1 needs to be developed. It's already being developed, but it's a work in progress. Then definition of common framework for public-private dialogue on innovation and sustainability. And we constantly have communication dissemination. Highlights of what I would say, this is a small-scale project. It's good for networking, as everybody knows it. It can be preparation for new projects. For partners, it says is digitalization and green economy in rural communities, because we have really two small partners. Comune di Montebello, which is Abruzzo region, I think it's less than 2,000 people. Motovun is less than 1,000. Development of new skills for stakeholders and development of new services for citizens. This is our contacts. This is our webpage. So, in case there are any questions, I'm around. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I like especially your highlights you mentioned at the end. Really, I agree with you. So our last project is a news project, and I invite Mr. Mirko Mirabilio to present it. Thank you.
Thank you for the invitation. Compliment for this wonderful location. Mirko Mirabilio, National Confederation of Small and Medium Enterprise. News project intend to support small and medium enterprise. A new project identify a new model in cross-border area for help the business. The news project intend to promote professional service between Croatia and Italy. We analyze the obstacle on credit access for company, the energy efficiency practice, and export strategy. The project started in July and finished in August. Siena Abruzzo is a partnership with the Police Group in Iri Center. Here there are my colleagues. Thank you, Elena. The project keyword is support small and medium enterprise, is opportunity, innovative cross-border, professional service in Adriatic area, credit access, strategy, blue economy, technology. Aim of the project is, before I said, the support the small and medium enterprise, analyze obstacle, of course, find solution, define a step for a new governance model, and we attract investment and explore new opportunity. In a new project, we want to focus the blue economy, foster digital skills, and promote circular economy practice. We produce a communication. This is the picture of the banner, the layout for evaluation tools, raising matrix. Organize an event in Pescara University, 100 students, is a really nice opportunity for enterprise, for partnership, but also for the student. In this occasion, Mr. Rotoni present the program, Italia-Croatia Programme, the partners, our organization. This is the first semester, stakeholders consultation interview and educational workshop to small and medium enterprise. Iri Center organized the educational workshop in artificial intelligence in blue economy. Also in the first semester, the mapping of small and medium enterprise network, we compare in each area in Croatia and Italy. For example, if the same the cluster organization in EDIC, DIC, Forum, Adriatic Forum City, or Chamber of Commerce, business organization, private or public, we cooperate, we understand the governance. At the end, what is the vision for the new model, new governance? We think a catalyst for sustainable innovation and value creation, transforming the network of clusters. We aim to empower and create an environment for sharing resources, sharing technology, sharing strategy, communication. At the end, the next activity, we produce a draft for a new governance model, a roadmap, a simulate testing the activity in pallet area. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mirko. So now we are approaching to the last presentation, which is again the best practice example. And we have Cirevalk project, if I'm not wrong, if it is not Cirevalk. But the project is financed by Interreg Central Europe, and it will be presented by Andrea Galeotta from Chamber of Commerce from Padua. And I think we will learn more about circular economy now, yeah?
Hopefully. Dobar dan, buongiorno. And to our Croatian friends, welcome to Italy and Venice. I am Andrea Galeotta. I am officer of Padua Chamber of Commerce, and we are the Italian partner in this Cirevalk project, which is financed by the European Union in the frame of the Interreg Central Europe Cooperation Programme. This is Cirevalk in a nutshell. So the acronym is Cirevalk, but Cirevalk is an acronym because the full title is Introducing and Upscaling Circular Economy Models in Regional Value Chains in the Food, Catering and Packaging sectors. The project lasts 3 years, and its budget is more than 2 million euro. As you can see, this is the cooperation area of Interreg Central Europe, and it is particularly interesting, and I thank Veneto region to inviting me today, because as you may see, the northeastern part of Italy and all Croatia are in this cooperation area, and since the pilot actions activities are about to start, it could be also interesting for your organization to join us and to benefit of the work we are doing in the Cirevalk project. As you may see, this is financed within the specific objective 2.3. Its aim is a greener Europe, greener Central Europe, and to help to shift from the linear production line to the circular economy. This is our partnership. The lead partner comes from Hungary, is STRIA, South Trans-Danubian Regional Innovation Agency. We have then one Italian partner, Chamber of Commerce of Padua, one Croatian partner, it is the Agency for Rural Development of Istra region, and other partner of several Central European countries. Why did we decide to think and now work on this project? Our goal is to reduce the waste in the food value chain. food packaging, catering are very important, especially in our regions. And we want to create and implement actions to reduce the food waste. There are studies at European level that say that around 10% of all food becomes waste. It's definitely too much. This is our intervention logic. So the context is low awareness, no engagement, no receptive communities toward a circular solution in the food packaging and catering sector. The specific problem, I told you what is. Our idea is to create a new innovative tool for strengthening circular skills of enterprise and other organizations, and the solution will be a green accelerator for enterprises and other interested organizations in our partner regions. Our goal is to introduce and enhance circular economy models in regional value chains in the food, catering, and packaging sectors, to community building, strengthening the circular economy skills of businesses, public bodies, and local communities, and also through the improvement of policies. We started from the community building through raising awareness. We made a questionnaire, we made interviews, we selected pioneers. Who are pioneers? Are companies or organizations who can be presented as best practices at regional and international level. Now we are designing our Circular Community Accelerator, which is a complex tool that will facilitate the green transition for local pioneers and SMEs and local communities. And we will test and evaluate our solution in pilot projects. One pilot action replicated in the 9 participating regions, involving local pioneers and local SMEs. This is the Padua Chamber of Commerce team. If you have any question, if you want to know more about this project and how you can engage in our activities, feel free to email me. And there are also some posters of several projects on the table on my left. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Andrea. So with this presentation, we finish our second panel. I would like to thank you all, our presenters, and yeah, you can leave the seats now. Thank you for your contribution. And I would like to invite our next presenters from the group 3, from panel 3. Youth, governance and cooperation is a topic. Please take your seats. We will present 5 next projects dealing with this topic. The first one is the EMICOP project, which focuses on engaging youth in strategic policy making. And I would like to invite Alessio Vagaggini to present the EMICOP project. Please, the floor is yours.
So hello everyone, my name is Alessio Vagaggini and today I will present you the progress of our project. The project is called Decision Making Youth for CB Cooperation, which stands for the acronym of EMICOP, and is aimed to support a better cross-border cooperation between Italy and Croatia, aimed at improving youth engagement in strategic decision-making. This is our main image of our social media. Our project lasts for 17 months. Here I represent the Foundation Europelago from Venice, for which I was a former student and I'm now a collaborator. And I gave you the greetings of Lisa Esposito, which is the project manager from lead partner EU Relation from Campobasso. and the Croatian association Emedea Udruga. Here you can see a bit the geographical location of the different partners composing our consortium. And here they were written the aim of the project, but as you can see, there's nothing, I don't know why. But the aim of the project is to reinforce and to empower the transnational cooperation between Italian and Croatian young people, and trying to get through the user priorities, and doing this by put together both local authorities in the two different areas and youth organization, youth association, in order to let them aware of the importance on taking part on decision making, and to give them, you know, the stage also thanks to the local authorities' help. Here you can see the activities that we have been carried out during the project development. The project started on the 1st of August 2023. We already implemented our kickoff meeting of November in 2023 in Campobasso. This first semester of 2024 was related to the implementation of Work Package 1 that I will briefly explain you in a while. A very important moment was on the 15th of May, thanks to our participation to the 6th Adriatic-Ionian Youth Organization Forum in Šibenik, which represented a very important step for our project. And the second part of the year will be more focused on the implementation of Work Package 2, that I will explain you briefly as well. So just to give you a hint of how was our participation in the Adriatic-Ionian Youth Organization Forum in Šibenik, we had the great opportunity to present our project, as well as to invite young people to take part in the project and to invite them to present to the youth forum planned for the second part of the project, and as well to present all the opportunities for the youth organization in the USA area. That was very important, our participation. As you can see, there were many stakeholders involved which took part of it and they get aware of our DEMICA project. As an example, the DG region from the European Commission, the Croatian presidency of the USAIR, the presidency of the Italian Council of Ministers, the Italian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Marche region, the city of Šibenik, and of course, many youth associations that will be the main actor in the implementation of the concrete activities. Very briefly, work package number 1 is more related to raising awareness on youth engagement. This means young people which take contact, you know, and kind to create a bridge within the local authorities, which represent, you know, the main element in order to facilitate their takeover in decision-making process. We already discussed about that in our kickoff meeting, and in this period we are about to create and to implement concrete in collaboration with local authorities that we are doing now in our context, and as well to raise awareness about youth engagement in strategic decision-making process. This is a picture of the meeting in Šibenik 2 weeks ago. And what about the next activities, which are going to be concretely to test and endorse the cross-border participation governance model, thanks again to the collaboration of local authorities and youth organizations. As well, it will foresee a cross-border forum in Croatia, another one in Italy, and a joint one, a final cross-border conference, which will take place by jointly Italian and Croatian. Concerning raising awareness, in June of 2024, so in one day, our second project newsletter will be available on our website, and of course you can check it, and please feel free to read about it. As well, our Facebook page is working constantly, so if you have any other curiosity or want to get in contact with us, please feel free to follow us. And thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Alessio. Yeah, I can confirm that you had really great session during the EUSA Forum in Šibenik. Compliments for that. Yeah, now we are moving to our next project, which is DEC project, designed to assist Italian and Croatian businesses. in understanding and complying with EU privacy law. So I'm inviting Angela Zeffiro to present the DEC project.
Thank you. DEC project, Digital Ethic Cultures, is founded on the specific objective 5.1, as you know already. The duration is of 16 months. It started the 1st of August of 2023 and will finish in November of this year. The partners are three. EU Relations as lead partner, the municipality of Metković from Croatia, and Odo Social Cooperative Society from Marke region. The aim of the project is, DEC wants, is working on provide a territorial analysis of what are the main gaps, respect the knowledge and awareness as well of citizen rights regarding the use of the new technologies. And the main sectors that we are analyzing are the GDPR regulation, the sector of the cybersecurity and artificial intelligence. The specific objective is to provide the tools that can help young people to have the opportunity to manage technologies and not be subject to them. The activities carried out so far are studies on the professional sectors more vulnerable and exposed in the data protection and digital rights. All the three partners with involvement of a thematic expert carried out a study on the main regulations and laws about data protection, digital rights, and the new technologies as AI, with a focus on the new AI Act of the EU Commission. And the studies focused mainly on the EU regulation on GDPR, the national laws in Italy and Croatia, and the main professional sector considered more vulnerable during the analysis carried out. We are in the stage of the drafting of the manual on regulation and professional sector. The final version will be delivered in June. The second activities that we are implementing is the analysis of the GDPR regulation with a focus on citizens' awareness on their digital rights. We launched a survey created by the experts, the committee of the experts. The aim is to analyze the knowledge of the digital rights for privacy and data protections. The target group is young people of 25-35 years old. And after the end of the survey, the report will be the analysis on privacy and data protection rights in the partner regions. Highlights of the project. The project wants to improve the capacity of the territories involved to read the multidimensional field of the GDPR and the effectiveness of measures that we are adopting and the common approaches, instruments toward an effective related awareness of the data protection issues. And want also try to avoid, to find a solution, a way to avoid the risks on the use of the new technology and AI and the privacy rights on data protection. Next activities that we are going to improve in June is capacity building sessions that will be conducted by thematic experts on risks associated with the new technologies such as AI and cybersecurity as well. This session will be a practical workshop on AI tools and informations on risks and tools for avoid them. And this testing phase will produce a joint vademecum with the cybersecurity and AI guideline. And after that, in October, we will have the final conference and the creation of a network of intergenerational and cross-border ambassadors. We'll organize 3 labs on cybersecurity, AI, and data protection, and a creation of the network of intergenerational and cross-border ambassadors that will be a permanent network to collaborate also after the end of the project. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Angela. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Marco Del Russo will tell us more about the objectives, activities, and outcomes of the BRICS project.
Okay, good morning, and I would like to say to the JS, thank you very much for this location, which is, in my opinion, incredible. And I am Marco Del Russo, Technical Assistant for the Union of Municipality Lands and Rivers for this project called BRICS. BRICS because we want to create a very strong construction related to the improvement of the governance in terms of touristic opportunities for these 3 partners, which are in common one main characteristic, which is the fact that all these partners are located in inner areas. So the project already started in July 2023, and the 3 partners are the Union of Municipality Lands and Rivers, the Union of Municipalities of Biferno Springs in Molise region, and then we have the municipality of Dugopolje. As I said before, the aim of the project is to overcome the administrative and procedural obstacle entering the touristic promotion of these inner areas. And of course, these obstacles create problems also in the possibility for these partners to be involved within a cross-border cooperation initiative. So, for example, nobody of these partners, with exception, of course, of Dugopolje, previously participated to other initiative coming from the interregional or cross-border cooperation. But this is also a very important obstacle related to their capacity to promote to the external customers or people that are interested to visit these inner areas a unique tourist mechanism, which is something that could be externalize all their touristic asset in terms of potential. Well, the project is organized within 2 VP. The first one is based on a very basic desk analysis and stakeholder engagement and collection of information from these territories. And we basically completed all the activities of the VP1 related to the analysis and the identification of issues of tourism mechanism governance, stakeholder engagement. We completed the study visit, and of course we are organizing the living labs. With the second VP, BRICS wants to create a strategy, a vision related to these 3 inner areas. And of course, this is something that could be useful to create also a strategy for the tourism and destination marketing. And of course, a strategy to create what I said before, basically a strategy that could be enhancing the potential of the touristic asset of these inner areas And secondly, of course, create the right condition for which these inner areas could take participation within the cross-border initiative, no matter what Italy-Croatia or Interreg Central Europe or Italia-Slovenia. But this is one of our main important goals, because of course this is also something related to the improvement of the governance, not only of the Italy-Croatia programs, but also for the entire Interreg's cooperation. And this is the highlights of the project, what we have done until this moment. The partners have already identified the main administrative issues of tourism mechanism governance in inner areas. Stakeholders at partner level have been already involved through partner local project meeting to discuss about project scope and solution. We have already organized the 2 study visits, one in Dugopoli and the second one in Molise region, to share practices among project partners related to this unique tourism governance mechanism. For example, in Dugopoli, we can understand that the importance of a unique touristic center to promote all the touristic aspect. And partners have already planned the living labs to discuss in depth with the other stakeholders about this kind of governance mechanism. The living labs will be organized in each inner areas with the participation of 10 stakeholders. A common vision outlining goals of tourism between different inner areas will be defined. And of course, as I said before, the partners will produce a BRIC strategy vision. And of course, through desk analysis and exchanges, the partners will define common tourist products and services to produce a BRIC strategy for tourism and destination marketing. And finally, the partners will define the BRICS cross-border strategy. These are our next activities that will be implemented till the end of this project proposal. Thank you very much for listening, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Marco. It was very interesting. We are now moving further to our next presenter and next project. It is BNA project, and I invite Mrs. Mihaela Jovic-Kareshin to present it. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mihaela Jovic-Kareshin. We are 4th partner on this project. Actually, I'm presenting brand new Adriatic European management skills for newcomers. I would also like to use this opportunity to thank to GS and the managing authority not only for this amazing building, but for this amazing opportunity to actually meet all the people behind all these great projects. And I hope after our project there will be more nice initiatives and nice cooperations. So this is the project that started in August 2003 and lasts until the end of this year. The budget is a bit less than 250,000 euros. We have, of course, 80% co-financing from RDF, and I have to say that we also have a support from our government, Croatian government's office for civil society organizations, but our partners from Italy actually prepared this presentation, so that's why their logo is not here. We have 4 partners, 2 from Italy, 2 from Croatia. Our lead partner is from Campobasso Trend Association from Molise. Then we have Municipality Spoltore from Abruzzo. My colleague is here, Domagoj, who is from EU Center Adriatic from Poreč from Istria. And I'm from Association Visoki Jablani, Towering Poplars, which used to be in Istria actually, and now we are in Rijeka in Primorsko-Goranska county, so which means that we are spreading these projects in other regions in Croatia. The project aims to challenge actually obstacles and difficulties of small municipalities and cities and public institutions and organizations to enter Interreg and other cross-border projects, because we detected actually that there is a lack of networking, poor resource for training of staff, and still under-skilled staff in some small municipalities and small institutions. And that actually represents the obstacle, and that's why they are missing opportunities for cross-border projects and some bigger projects. So the overall objective is to organize and to develop training course, but tailor-made training course, to develop skills among public staff, among the territorial public governments, starting from writing, management, dissemination, reporting, etc. And at the end, actually, to connect municipalities and micro-enterprises across borders in Italy and Croatia, in these partner regions, with the creation of a cross-border cluster. And that is something that we, of course, accept to capitalize later, because that cluster then would have a strength, actually, to develop even bigger cross-border projects. We started, of course, we need to hear actually which skills already exist on the terrain. So we started with the research. We developed a questionnaire and developed a methodology for research, and actually 2 weeks ago started with implementing this research. And as you can see on these graphs, okay, so far we have only 25 respondents, but as you can see from the graphs, more than half of all respondents actually never had official training in EU project management and development. And more than, I think, almost 90% of all the respondents said that they really want to participate in some official training. So this is good, means that they really need this project. Okay, after we finish this questionnaire and the research, we will have also focus group to go a bit deeper into really the problem, what they have, and then develop, actually we are developing with our partners now a training program that will be implemented with them, and then at the end of projects we will also sign the memorandum of understanding with interested municipalities and cities to then later on work together through cluster. So highlights of the projects are more than 300 database contacts that we have, and already contacted all the people. Okay, now is about 25 response in the questionnaires. We expect much, much more. We contacted more than 126 institutions, and there will be really extensive learning program with more than 300 pages of learning content. That will be, again, as I said, tailor-made, so adjusted to our users. Next activities, we had already 2 days ago, actually, in Rovinj, one government-to-government presentation, event presentation of parts of this research. So now next activities are more G2G events, actually 3 more, 1 in Croatia, 2 in Italy still, finalizing learning methodology, and then capacity building implementation. And as I said, at the end, memorandum of understanding and action plan for future functioning of the cluster. And basically that's it. Thank you very much. If you want to contact us, this is contact of our association, and this is our website, so you can find more about the project. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michaela. Very interesting. Now we are approaching the last presentation of the last small-scale project, which is COPE project. And please let me introduce Mr. Eric Purcell, who will present COPE project.
Hello everyone. I'm Eric Purcell, the project manager of the Italian kindergarten Fregola of Buje, which is the lead partner of the project. It was a pleasure to be here, and I heard a lot of projects. It's not so elaborate and intricate like the others, but not less important, as its aim aims for the education, for the early and preschool education. So our children, this is the base of the education. It started on 1st of August 2023, and it will last until the end of this year. The 3 partners are, as I said, the Italian kindergarten Fregola, the Italian kindergarten Girasole from Novigrad, Città. Fregola is from Buie also, so these are the two Croatian partners. And also Società Cooperativa Sociale Lino d'Infanzia Interaziendali Cuccioli della Scienza from Trieste. The representative is here, watching me what I'm going to say. So the main aim of the project is to enhance institutional capacities of the institutions of early and preschool education through cross-border cooperation and mutual learning methodologies and practices in the field of preschool education. This is, I would say, the main aim. So all directed to the collaboration of the institutions, exchanging good practices, and create new methodologies to support the children. Another problem it was to overcome the difficulties encountered during the past pandemic, COVID-19. So you know all the problems that this created with kids from elementary school onwards. Imagine what is it in kindergartens where you cannot really control them as well. And the last one is to enhance collaboration between the partnering, participating, and local institutions in the field of preschool education. So activities carried out, this is a little bit longer, will be a little bit simplified. It's divided into work packages. The first work package is divided in 5 activities. At the moment, we are still ongoing with the activities. They are not all finished. The activities are online educations. Every activity is divided in 4 online education, except one, with different themes. One, for example, is the language in the preschool and early preschool education. One is observing practices and documentation of what is happening with the kids and everything. It involved 63 persons, including the educators and representatives, as well as the principals of the institutions, for a total of 66 hours and 39 hours of supervision with the external experts that were organizing the online educations. So we managed to involve other institutions, local institutions, both in Italy and Croatia, like 11 preschool institutions, Città, Trieste, Aviano, Carrara, Alba, Candelo, Verteneglio, Umago, Pola, and Municipality of Trieste. I said all the names in Italian because all the partners, let's say, the Croatian partners are part of the Italian minority, so we are using basically bilingual at institutions level. At least we are trying to. The next one is the study visits of the partnering institutions by the educators for approximately 190 hours. So basically all the educators will have the opportunity to visit the partnering institutions three times for every partner. Study visit of the representatives of the institutions, so mainly the principals, had the chance to go to Candelo in Italy, which uses, the kindergarten uses the Montessori method of education. They were last week in the Ferrero company, so in the kindergarten organized by the Ferrero company, and in this month we'll go at the University of the Bicocca, so also in those kindergarten. Those are selected as a good, for its relevance and methodology used in the early and preschool education. And lastly, it will be the creation of an itinerary exhibition. So all the deliverables, let's say, that will be created throughout the first activities will be collected and will be shared among not only on the partners or the participating organizations, but at regional, international level, if they are interested. But we will try to push it. So highlights of the project. The project, as I said, is still ongoing, and not all the majority of the activities are still ongoing, so the deliverables we still need to wait. We noticed a considerable increase in communication, collaboration, and support between the educators that are participating in the activities, especially in Buie, for what, as I'm representing Buie, and I'm mostly there. The feedback for the educator, it's a little bit hard. The educators are really starting to speak together, even with the branches, even though they are part of the same institutions, but branches in other small villages. They started to communicate and collaborate more. The next one is educators through the online educations and study visits and exchange of good practices managed to improve their daily activities with their children by adopting what has been learned. This, I can give you an example. It was, again, from Buie. They started to use new methodologies when they had to prepare the children to go out on the terrace. At the beginning, they were more conservative, more looking after them, and this process would take 20, 25 minutes. Now, after tweaking a little bit, in 10 minutes, they are ready to go. So this is one concrete example that happened throughout the implementation of the activities. The next activities will be finished in online education, of course. It will eventually finish. Organize a series of meetings with local NGOs, and for the target groups and interest groups, really to share among everyone possible that can be interested at local level, and collect and prepare all the materials necessary for the itinerary exhibitions. Another aim that I forgot to mention, that I will not forget myself if I'm not telling, is that one of the aims, as I told you, that all the Croatian institutions are part of the Italian community, is to strengthen and to preserve the Italian language in Istria. This is also for me an important aim. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eric. Yeah, so this was last presentation, last small-scale project presented, but also within this topic we have a best practice example. So again in Padua, but this time we are talking about a job center, so labor market for youth, and I would like to invite Mrs. Irene Beber to present their project.
Good morning, everyone. So the NEON project, whose title can be translated as Giving Light to the Youth, is an initiative financed by the region of Veneto through the Decree 729/2023 called Young Energies. This project arises within a broader context emphasized by the European Union, which recognizes the necessity to support young citizens in developing their talents, interests, and self-awareness of the young participant. Our aim is pursued through various actions designed to stimulate the talents, interest, and self-awareness, as I said. We have created a comprehensive system of workshops, webinars, courses, events, and consultancies across a diverse array of fields. These range from simple handicraft, creativity, and innovative technologies to physical activities, extending beyond the traditional focus on professional life and career. For instance, through the NEON project, participants engage in workshops such as tailoring, music production, cooking experience, urban art painting, video making, rock climbing, and basic robotic programming. Then we organize career-focused webinars on topics like soft skills, entrepreneurship, and gender gap issues. We offer then individual coach sessions to help participants find their professional paths. And we also host various community events, such as a philosophical aperitif, to encourage discussions about the balance between professional and personal spheres. This approach is justified not only by the social utility of activities that connect people with their environment, but also by addressing the challenge we face, that is the necessity to reach young people aged from 16 to 29 who are unemployed, inactive, or experiencing early school leaving. So activities typically associated with leisure time become, in the NEON project, tools to establish relationships with our target group and to provide unconventional stimuli to discover new motivations for their future. Very fast, I just want to see all the action contained in our NEON project. There are focus groups, workshops, webinars, events, career counseling and coaching actions, courses, outdoor training interventions, and job placement action in many different editions. So there are many things. We have just started it, and we are going to close it in June 2025. To ensure the efficiency of our actions, the project is built on a robust network of schools, agencies, institutions, and associations. Our goal to engage as many young people as possible has led us to form partnerships with various and sometimes unconventional entities. These include not only education and professional development actors, but also sports associations, musicians, artists, and other types of realities, like, for example, a comic shop. Moreover, the NEON project involves 2 territorial grants aimed at reaching the target group, but also at highlighting new possible activities to enhance their social inclusion. So in 18 months of activity, we will involve at least 90 individuals, and in particular a minimum of 70 young people who are unemployed or not seeking employment, the so-called inactive, and at least 20 young people experiencing early school leaving. The various initiatives will take place in Padova and in some other municipalities. The NEON project is divided into 4 areas of intervention: immersion, engagement, generative activation, and territorial ecosystem. This structure addresses the need to first reach young people in the area, and that is the immersion, then to engage them and gain their interest, to involve them in activities that inspire their ambitions and encourage community participation, and this is the 3rd part, and ultimately create and reinforce a territorial ecosystem inclusive of the younger population. One of the main activities of the project and in the generative activation area is called active generation. This is an activity that gives young participants the opportunity to play a central role in territorial development through a call for ideas. Through this call for ideas, they will develop proposals on themes such as mobility, environment, cultural events, and urban regeneration, based on their own passions and attitudes. The 3 best ideas that will be evaluated by a specific commission will be developed by 3 teams with the support of project management experts. And in the end, each team will present an executive and economic plan for its implementation. This project work is designed to let the young involved develop new skills and tools to achieve their objectives, but also to let them see the impact that they can have on society and make them feel capable of making a meaningful contribution on the community. So, in conclusion, the key objective of this action and all the NEON project is to ensure that every young person in our community feels valued, empowered, and capable of having an impact on society and on their own future. Thank you.
Thank you, Irene, for this inspiring presentation. I think we all got great ideas for the new projects. Yeah, we now can conclude our session, the last one, but also all three sessions. I would like to thank to all our presenters, also for the third group, but for other colleagues from the first and the second group. I think you really were very engaging and gave us very useful insights. I think that we also have some highlights from this session that are maybe dedication, innovation, commitment, and positive change. And I think that we can conclude the session with the invitation. So let's continue to work together to make a change. Thank you. So now you can leave your seats now, and we can continue with the next presentation, where we will give you some information about our activities. So I will invite my colleague Tea Ivanišević, who will tell you more and update you about the process of consultation that we called post-2027. But more about that will Tea tell you. Tea, the floor is yours.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon again to everybody. I will be super quick because you must be already tired and it's time to wrap up. We recovered some time, so just really quickly I would go through the slides, but most of all I can say it with all my own words. As a colleague Renata said, if we want to go ahead together, we have the opportunity to do so. Namely, sorry. Okay. Okay, perfect. So we have the opportunity also to go ahead with our programs, with our Interreg, also in the post-27 perspective, okay? But now it's the moment where you have the word, because we need you and the Commission needs us. So it's bottom-up approach. We need your inputs from the territory. We need the inputs from our stakeholders. Why? Because already this year, and in particular starting from next year, not only now the reflection started on the future of cohesion policy in the EU, but starting from the next year on, the European Commission will start to prepare the proposals for Interreg regulation and programs for the post-27 period. So, as you might know, there is a kind of strong conviction already that preparing the budget for the upcoming programming period, it won't be so easy, because the funds are always more limited and so on. So the Commission, when it prepares the proposals for the Interreg regulations, needs our support, our strong support, and for giving legitimacy on what will be in proposal through this consultation that we have started to carry it out. So we need to show basically what are we really doing and communicate it, and it's crucial for this process. So I hope that you understand that a little bit more now about the context of what are we doing and preparing right now. So I won't go through all these slides because these are so easy to understand. The Commission needs to prepare the narrative, and who can give the good narrative? The programs with their projects and with our stakeholders. So especially for this consultation, they are asking from us, and we ask it also from you, to confront yourself with us, to make the interviews with us when we ask you to do, and to fill out our consultation service, okay? We need, especially from you, some new hints and very creative also thoughts, okay? Because then at the end of the year, each program, each Interreg program will have to submit to the Commission harvesting report. And we need to set up all the information that we will gather with your support from you this year. Okay, so now we have basically, how do we do that? We have a plan. We already started with the implementation of this plan with the 3 types of actions. We have built up the questionnaires in an EU survey. This is a tool, it's free of charge. And we have two types of surveys. We have the stakeholder survey and the citizen survey. So the citizen survey is shorter, and we are submitting it to all the people that don't have really a direct experience with the Interreg. You are our stakeholders, our primary stakeholders, so we kindly ask you also in this occasion, please don't forget, each of you, at least one partner representative for each of your projects to fill out the survey. It is quick, but if you want, you can be more creative and you can write down a text with your hints. If you need, we can also make an interview, but please do react because we really need inputs from your side. Okay, and also what we ask from you here is that you support us with your own beneficiaries, your project beneficiaries, during your events, that you show, that you explain, if you can, this narrative that I'm telling you right now. What are we doing? And to ask your own beneficiaries to support us in filling out the survey or in contacting the JS to perform some interviews, and we can do it on their behalf. Also, our plan is to make the surveys and the interviews during the events that are hosted by the program. So we already did that together with the Interreg Adrian program and other Interreg stakeholders and programs in Šibenik, together with the colleagues. We organized the World Cafe. We did it now also in Venice Boat Show. During the stand, we have a marvelous stand in this fair during all days of Boat Show of Venice. So we are meeting people, we are organizing interviews, we are filling out and supporting people to fill out the surveys. And we plan other events such as during the Venice International Film Festival and other, like you can see programs, Ivy event targeting university students. So we will go on till the end, I think, of September, October. But don't leave it, please, don't leave this activity for the last moment. Fill out at least the survey. And how you can support, I already said that. Inform us when you organize events, fill out your own survey, and invite your beneficiaries to fill out the survey for us. Okay? Here you have the link and the QR codes where you can access the stakeholder, the survey we have dedicated to you, which is composed out of 10 questions, semi-closed questions, so you can choose. And the citizen one, when you maybe organize an event that involves citizens, youth, it's really quick, 5 questions, semi-closed. If people want to write more, express their own thoughts, there is the other space, so one can write freely. But remember, we will also remind you through the newsletter that was already sent out, but really the managing authority and the program, and I think all of us really want that the program goes on, that Interreg goes on, and we really want to give the material to the Commission, because we know we have it. We have a lots of things that have been done. So let's continue together, stronger than ever, and give us the support. It's very important from your side. So what can I say? Thank you for the attention. If anything is not clear, just call us, write us down, and I pass the floor to my director, Silvia. Okay?
Yeah, we will wrap up this day with the final words and conclusions by Silvia Comiati, head of JS. So, Silvia, the floor is finally yours.
Thank you, Renata. Thank you, everybody. Just a couple of final words. First of all, thank you for coming here, for accepting our invitation. It was a real pleasure to finally see you. For some of you we met in other occasions, but not all of you. And we were also very happy to hear about your progress and what you're doing in your territories. Small-scale projects, as also Flavia said before, are a novelty for us, are kind of a challenge, a bet, because it was the first time that in our program we were implementing these kind of projects. And from what we heard today, I think we kind of make a good choice to fund these projects. So we want to continue in this road. We want to continue with our third call for proposals, which will be out in 2025, will actually again focus on small-scale projects and on standard projects. So there will be more projects like yours, and we hope they will also be able to bring opportunities and novelties and innovations in the territories as you are doing today. So when we started the small-scale project call for proposal, we really wanted to get closer to the civil society. We wanted to get closer to more organizations, to actors of the area that we do not normally approach. We are not normally able to actually reach, like schools, students, young people in particular, but also enterprises and organizations of the third sector, which are a fundamental part of our society and which we think need to be part of our community. So we thank you because you were also able to involve a lot of newcomers, which were an important part of the partnerships for us, because we wanted with this call to enlarge our partnerships to be able to involve new organizations. So this is also a big part of the job that you are doing that we really, really appreciate. Today we tried to give you also some inputs about best practices and other projects, other opportunities that you might find, because the small scale can be a first step towards new projects, towards new opportunities or new funds. So we really hope that this will be just the first step in collaboration, in cooperation, and in your valuable work. Finally, let me thank everybody that came here today for your participation, my colleagues, wonderful communication team from MA and JS for the big work they've done to organize this event, and also the stand, for all the interviews and the consultations they are doing, because this is really, really matters to us, and we really want to hear different voices and to see what we can do and how we can do it better for the next programming period. So again, thank you very much, everybody, and I really hope to see you soon in the next event this year, our events, but also your events. We will make our best to be present as much as possible. Thanks a lot.
Eugenia can help me with that. Where is our stand? 10 minutes walking from here? Yeah, okay, if you are interested, ask Eugenia. Yeah, okay, thank you very much again.